Hey folks, this is Kalani. I want to talk to you about an achievement in the Living Story section. Now this achievement is for participating in all 3 Vigil Crusader escorts located in Bloodtide Coast. Take note that this achievement is under the Living Story section with all the marionette stuff, instead of with the Wurm section, which is down under bosses and achievements. But this is basically the pre-event for the Worms, so bear that in mind, Now, what you want to do is head on over to Bloodtide Coast. Bear in mind, you'll need the Wurm event, rather. You'll need the Wurm event ready to spawn. It spawns every odd hour, I believe. Every hour after the marionette. That could be wrong. But that's what everyone seems to be saying. So, you want to find yourself at Firthside Vigil waypoint. And basically, wait for the escorts to start. I'd recommend getting here early if you want to get in to a main server or a server which is going to get all 3 escorts completed and a potential chance to kill the worms, although that seems rather far-fetched right now. But never mind, we can still get credit for the escorts. Now when the escorts start, it'll look something like this, with an escort going south, an escort going east, and an escort going west. Once again, bear in mind, you don't have to do these all at once. You don't have to get credit for these all at once. You can do them hours apart, you can do them days apart. As long as you get credit for each individual escort, you will get this achievement. However, it is possible to get them all in one spawning of the Wurm encounter. What you want to do is, at the start, you want to head south with the southern escort. Now, give it 1 or 2 big AoE groups, use some good AoE damage, get a lot of damage on those, make sure you're getting the experience. That's how you can tell if you're getting credit for kills. Credit for kills equals experience, credit for kills equals credit towards the escort. Now I'd probably go after the second AoE pull. What you want to do is head over to the right, down to Bogside Camp waypoint. That's where the right hand side escort is going to finish. Now you want to head back up the road towards the escort. Look at your map, it should be fairly easy to see where they are. You want to stick with them, kill a few groups, same deal, get some AoE groups, get some AoE damage, make sure you're getting the experience, and get the credit for the escort. Now one interesting thing is that the escorts do actually show you quite nicely some of the abilities that the Wurm is going to use at the end of the escort. So if you're not fully sure how those mechanics are working, the escort is a good place to learn. For example, the right hand escort uses the Wurm Attractor debuff, which is used to defeat the Wurm down that side. Now when you've got 1 or 2 AoE groups down over there, you want to head over to the bottom left to Jellicoe waypoint, whatever you want to call it, and you want to head north to catch up with the escort that went left, the escort that went west. Now this is kind of the hard one because there aren't a great deal of mobs, so if you can drag mobs into the escort that might help. I'm not entirely sure, but I mean it's pretty much guaranteed to get credit for the other 2, but if you don't get credit for this one you can always come back and get this another day. But it's more than possible. It's definitely plausible. You wanna, the same deal, you wanna kill stuff along with the escort until it gets down to its destination at the beach, and that is how you can get credit for all 3 escorts at once. That should be your achievement. Nice, shiny, nice and dandy. You're probably coming back this way to deal with the Wurm anyway, but as I say, this achievement is under the Living Story, not under the bosses, so this achievement doesn't stay, whereas the Wurm boss does actually stay, which is kind of weird, but never mind. That's how you can get yourself that nice, shiny achievement. So thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always, I will see you next time.